If you've already set up TradingView, here's the truth. You're probably only using less than half of what this powerful tool can do for you. Today, I'm sharing 7 quick wins to change that. And number 7, it flips your whole world upside down and tells you in 1 second if you've been fooling yourself. Stay for that one. If you're new here, watch part 1 first. I'll link it below. Let's get into it. Tip 1, take control of your zoom. And I don't mean zooming in on one candle. I mean seeing a wave, the shape of the last move. Because here's what you're looking for. If you're hunting for a long, you're looking for the last low, this one. And if you're after a short, the last high. That's your reference point. And you can't find it if your chart is jammed up with a bunch of candles, like this. Most people just scroll and squint. You don't have to. Drag the price axis on the right if you want to focus on a specific price range. Drag the time axis at the bottom to control how far back you see. Zoom out to catch the trend. Then zoom in on the wave that's playing out right now, like this. And once you've adjusted either axis, you're free. Click and hold anywhere on the canvas and drag the candles around wherever you need them. And if it all gets away from you, just hit the A button in the corner and it snaps right back. Or double click the axis to do the same thing. But honestly, learning to move your chart around by hand is a bit of an art. Master it and you'll save yourself a whole bunch of time. Tip number 2, now that you can actually see your wave, let's mark the levels on it that actually matter. We do this with one free indicator, the SpacemanBTC. Back in part 1, I showed you how to draw your support and resistance, but there are other levels as well. Hidden ones, prices the big players are reacting to all day long. The daily and the weekly open and closes. In the indicator search, type SpacemanBTC and select this one. It plots those all for you automatically. No drawing and no guessing. And why do these matter so much? Because the higher the time frame, the more weight a level carries. The weekly open isn't just a line on your chart. It's the price the whole market has been measuring itself against all week. So price reacts there. It bounces, it breaks, sometimes it pokes through and snaps straight back. So instead of guessing where the important levels are, they're just there, sitting on your wave every time you open a chart. Tip 3, set your chart up once and never do it again. 2 parts and both save you time every single day. First, your indicators. Set them up how you like them once. We're going to add our stochastic from Everget and our BBWP from the caretaker and our moving averages by the caretaker. Go to this little arrow, press save layout and give it a name. I called this one blank. Now your whole setup is locked in. Switch to Bitcoin or Hype or anything else and your indicators come along with it. No rebuilding. Second, the look. Right click anywhere on your canvas and go to settings. Now you can set your candles to any colors you want and your canvas to any color you want. Let's make it black. Whatever's easiest on your eyes because you're going to be staring at it a lot. You can use this drop down over here to save it as a template. Do it once and your charts are waiting and ready for you every morning. Tip number 4. This one's a big one. Your risk to reward tool, finally explained. This tool most beginners are scared of, or they use it and have no idea what the numbers mean. So let's fix that for good. In your toolbar on the left, find the long position tool. Click it and then click on your chart where you're planning on entering. Or move the white line to your intended entry. A box appears, part green and part red. Drag the bottom of your red zone down to your stop loss. That's where you'd get out if you were wrong. The tool shows you your stop price and the percentage you'd lose getting there. This whole red zone is your risk. Drag the top of your green zone up to your target, to where you'd take profit. It shows you the target price and the percentage you'd gain. These prices are also visible on the right axis. This green zone is your reward. And now the number that matters the most. Right here in the middle, your risk-reward ratio. If it says 2, you're risking 1 to make 2. If it says 5, you're risking 1 to make 5. The bigger the number, the better. We don't trade anything less than 3. The reward just isn't worth the risk. And see the short position tool? Exact same thing, just flipped around. Use this one to measure a short when you think price is going down. Drag the box to match your real plan, and every number updates live. So before you risk a cent, you can see whether the trade is even worth taking. This one tool will save you more money than any indicator on a chart. Quick one before the rest. If this is making TradingView feel a little less scary, then this channel's for you. Subscribe if you want to keep learning with me for free. Okay, let's get back to it. Tip number 5, the magnet tool. And the real trick that no one tells you is knowing when to turn it off. You go to draw a level and it lands just a bit off. A touch above the high or a touch below the low. Drives you nuts, right? That's because your cursor is just floating there guessing. So switch on the magnet. This little icon on your toolbar. Now your lines snap straight to the exact high or low. Grabs the wick, the very tip of the candle. Or if you wanted to draw in on horizontal, it snaps to candle closes. No zooming in, no squinting. For accuracy on your fibs and trend lines, this is everything. You need the exact top or the exact bottom of your move, especially on higher time frames. And the magnet just hands it to you. If you want to move freely on your chart with other tools, it's best to switch it off. Use it especially when drawing horizontals or support and resistance and Fibonacci's. Tip number 6, clear the decks before you chart. When I start drawing my levels, my support and resistance, or my fib, I want as much charts as I can get. Clutter is the enemy. So 2 quick things help me do this. First, hide your watch list. This panel down the right, click over here and collapse it. This widens your chart immediately. Second, double click on the chart itself. That tucks away the indicator panels at the bottom, your stochastic and your BBWP. Now you have all that space back to focus on the price and the trend. Now it's just a clean setup. Room to see structure, draw your levels and your fibs without fighting for space. Combine that with the ability to move your chart freely and you're all set. And once you're all drawn in, double click your chart again to bring back your indicators and check the whole thing work together. Your levels, your momentum, your volatility, all back on one screen. Tip number 7, the one I promised. And it's actually 2 hidden settings living in the same spot. Right click on your price axis, the numbers running down the right of your chart. Now go to labels and click on high and low price labels. Here you are. Now TradingView marks the exact highs and lows on your screen automatically. No more squinting to find where the top of the move was. Now the big one, let's invert our chart. It flips the whole thing upside down. Before I do that, let's look at Bitcoin. We have our support line over here and we're looking to go long. Now watch what happens when I flip it. That beautiful support line becomes resistance. And that obvious long looks like a possible short. This matters because we all see what we want to see. If you've decided this is going up, your eyes go hunting for reasons to agree. Flipping that chart strips that bias away in a second. If your gorgeous long looks like a decent short when it's flipped upside down, that's your answer. It's the fastest bias check there is. 1 click and your chart tells you the truth. So there's your 7. You don't use all 7 at once, you're not meant to. A few of these you set up one time and they just work there forever. Your layout, your colors, your key levels, running quietly in the background from now on, making you faster without you even realizing it. The rest are skills. Reading your wave, flicking the magnet tool on and off, or checking your bias with a flip. Those ones you practice, and every single chart you open, you get a little bit better. So don't try master it all tomorrow. Set up the set and forget today, then pick one skill and practice it this week. Part 1 got you set up, and this makes you faster. See you next time.